Hey guys, I am coming to you to talk to you guys a little bit about life paths. So, the life path journey. And eventually, I'm going to incorporate the tarot into life path readings. I know we always do the cohort of the zodiacs. Okay, so let's do your weekly reading for Aries, Leo, Sag, whatever. And we use the tarot and we do that. Well, I would like to start introducing that with life paths because you're not just your zodiac sun sign. You're also a life path. So this is what this video is about. It's about discussing and describing a life path. I'm here in this video. We're just only going to talk about life path 9. And when I do my life path readings, they will be from cycles of 1 through 9. So I'm going to work my way back from 9 down to 1 because they are life cycles. And the life path talks about why you're here on earth and what you're meant to follow and what you're meant to do. And then eventually when I incorporate the readings, it will make sense for you from what you are currently going through or processing. So in today's video, we're just going to briefly talk about your life path number 9. How do you calculate your life path? I'm going to put that down in the description below. It's basically your whole entire birthday reduced down to 1 digit. So you add it all up till you get to one number, and you keep adding it within itself. This year is a universal year of 6. You probably heard me, if you follow me on my readings for the zodiac sign, universal year 6 is about relationships, friendships, doing dynamic, exciting new things. There's going to be marriages, there's going to be divorces. We're going to be changing up our communities, our friends, our flocks, and all of the above. But how does this play to you? Well, life path 9s, typically, you guys are givers, and the problem with life path 9s is you're natural empaths. You have severe and deep empathy for others. Whether you're empaths or not, you just have deep understanding of empathy for others. You give the shirt off your back. The reason is because you're meant to do something far greater for the greater good. You're here to serve humanity and its purpose. Unlike all the other cycles, there are a few that are meant to be here for that reason. I think life path 7 is here with their wisdom, but nothing like a 9. Your true gifts lie in the sense that you know how to bring communities together. Your skills are basically careers that you can find as being lawyers, politicians, teachers, humanitarians, sociology, society, anything that gives back to humanity. You're also creators. You're very much into the arts. So another thing that gives back in ways you can't even possibly imagine. So if you're a singer, a musician, or an artist, or you design clothing, it doesn't matter. Through self-expression, you're still reaching an audience. Because during our darkest hours and times, this is where we go. We go to listen to music. We go and we look at art. We express ourselves by the things we wear. And that is you giving back to humanity. That is your life purpose. The only problem with life path 9s is we don't know when to end a cycle and begin the next one. When there's an ending and it's presented to you, you are meant to go with the flow and let it go. Let it be expired. Let it exhaust itself. So when a relationship comes to its term and it has expired, you're not meant to fix it anymore. You're meant to go on to the next thing because you as a life path 9 are constantly evolving for the greater good, for the greater part of humanity. And sometimes we talk about this with twin flames, where I feel like twin flames are also misunderstood. When you are triggered with a twin flame, when you meet a twin flame, we don't always meet them, but sometimes we do, we get triggered. That's when we start understanding our real true path here on earth. For you 9s, you're born with it. It's innate. It's already inside you. If anything, you are triggering millions of people without even realizing it. By the things you write on social media, by the conversations you have with friends, by being the shoulder that cries on for strangers or people. You have no idea the impact that you make. You also, money-wise, if you're not fulfilling your true destiny, your true dreams, you will find yourself in jobs where you're always in and out, constantly trying to make money, because it's something that you were rejecting as part of your life path. Now, if you're embracing this and you are coming to terms with this, money is going to start flowing in easily for you. In fact, you guys have always had a strange way of getting money when you needed it. When you were most desperate or most in crisis, you had mysterious ways of getting money. I don't know, you just, there you are in a financial pinch, and then your tax returns come in. Or an aunt just leaves you behind some kind of cash flow. Or you couldn't pay for a bill, and then a friend's like, hey, you know that money I used to owe you? Here you go. It's like random like that for you guys. Another thing I want to mention is figuring out what your North Node is. Your North Node is going to be in your birth chart. Again, I'll put a link down in the description box below where you can find out through your birth chart what your North Node is. Your North Node is you're working on your shadow side. So we'll use an example. If your North Node is in Aries people, it tells me that when they were children growing up, they probably had a parent that rejected them with love. They had to face abandonment issues, or they had something that triggered them into finding their own course with humanity. So you would mix your North Node, the life lessons that you're learning from North Node, versus your life path. So if you have a North Node Aries and your life path 9, the lessons that you're learning from having a North Node in Aries is going to help you on your path to make it easier. And then when I'm going to do the tarot, not in this is just descriptions, you're going to understand that the things that you're currently going through, they're meant for a reason. Your life has always meant something for a reason. I don't know if a lot of you guys also believe in afterlife. A lot of you, this is it. This is the end. This is why you're here on earth, to serve the greater good of humanity. You're paying off all your debts. If you haven't noticed, most life path 9s had it difficult. You had the roughest road. You had so many transitions. I don't know how old you are, but if you're in your like late 30s, early 40s, 50s, 60s, I don't know, think back. How many changes you've had. How many difficult situations. You had so many intense, powerful, great moments, and very, very insane ones too. Low points. But you were always evolving. You were always changing. I'll give you an example. I'm a life path 9. So things would start happening to me because it looked like I kept rejecting my path, and it just kept course correcting me. And that's what's going to happen with life path 9s. When you don't follow your true path, your true destiny, you're going to constantly get course corrected. I just got my license, 18 years old, and my friends too just got their license. There we are in a car. We get in the most horrible car accident. Car flips over 3-4 times, lands on the hood. Before we got in the car, I was sitting in the front seat, and then this girl at the time that had a friend, wasn't really my friend, she was like my frenemy, very toxic human being. She grabs me out from the front seat and she pushes me in the back seat. She had to be shotgun. Well, that girl got extremely hurt. Me, my life was saved. My life was saved. Let's fast track that. A couple years after that, I'm sitting in my office in New York City on the 42nd floor, loading up my computer, staring out my window, and I'm just sitting there watching an airplane, bird's eye view, watch a tower hit the Twin Towers. And, instinctually, I was saying to myself, oh my God, we're getting attacked. Everyone's like, calm down, stop being crazy. And then I watched the second tower fall before my eyes on the 42nd floor. And they weren't letting us leave the building yet. And we were all freaking out because they wanted to let us out floor by floor. Anyway, long story short, and this is like blocks away, 9/11. I go home, I'm dealing with the shock and this and that. And now I'm starting to question my life. I'm only in my 20s at this point. I'm questioning my life. And I'm like, maybe I'm not meant to do some office job. I really think I should be doing something else. Again, this was what the universe was trying to tell me. They were trying to course correct me. They were trying to make me wake up. They're like, homegirl, you're not meant for like some friggin' office in New York City. You're meant to serve the greater good. Whether that's helping people like this, understanding, or chatting, or talking, or finding their own way. Whatever it is, it wasn't that. Fast track another couple years after that. Where do I go on vacation? I go to Thailand. When do I go? I go 2004 when the tsunami hits. Where am I? I'm in Phuket. Do you understand what I'm talking about right now? I was blocks away from the first wave that came in, the tsunami. I don't even know how the fuck I'm here today talking to you guys. I really don't. I really truly woke up after that. I came back. I started searching. I was speaking to monks. I went to retreats and this and that, and I really finally got in touch with my base. I started embracing my gifts because I was also clairvoyant and I was ignoring it. And then I finally woke up. And I was like, all right, this is not it. This is not my life purpose. My life purpose is for something else, far greater than that. Because there's no reason that I should still be breathing after all those events. I was meant to do something here for someone or something. And now I'm there doing that. And not only that, it satisfies me. It makes me extremely happy. That's the point for Life Path 9s. Once you're on your path, you're going to be extremely happy. Think about all the events in your life. What's been triggering you to get to this point, to reach here, to open this channel, to listen to this video? You were triggered in some way, and maybe you were curious. So you're here by curious. Now I made you more curious. I don't know what it is, but I hope you do keep following my channel. We're going to do monthly readings on these life path cycles that you guys are going through. And we're going to pull cards because you're going through energies, and it'll help you navigate, because we are holistic tarot. We use it as a tool, not our be-all and end-all, as a tool, because it does speak to us from the divine, from spirit, to help navigate what you're processing and going through at the moment. And it's based on you as an individual, because you are here for the greater good. It's not who's in your life. Yes, they're important, but it's what you can give to everybody else. But before I leave you guys, the one most important message I need to give you: you must understand how to balance giving and taking, and you don't, because you give more than you receive. You must understand givers need to find out where your limits lie, because a taker does not. A taker has no limits. They'll keep taking. Okay? And you need to hold on to give as much as you can, because you need to restore yourself energetically as well, because there's plenty of people who want and need you out there. It's not fair for somebody to be soaking that energy up of you or holding you back in any way, shape, or form. All right, this is Elpis Enlightenment channel. I love you guys dearly. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram with my funny little quips, or you can follow me on my Zodiac tarot readings. All right, guys, I'll see you soon.